Scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott and I'm here with another homemade kit. So what I started with this time was the Journey collection and, well, not the collection, just this one embellishment pack. And this is by, I think, Crepe Paper by American Crafts. So let's just look at those embellishments first, and what I will do, what I did is the whole kit is in a drawer that, like, it's a plastic drawer that goes into a plastic organization thing. So I'll just show you what some of those little cute little embellishments, they were so adorable. So yeah, the RV was so cute, and they have all sorts of different traffic signs and arrows and lots of feathers, and I have a lot of different road trips that I've been on in the last couple of years, and so I definitely have a lot that I could do scrapbooking this way. And I'm not over chevrons and I'm not over arrows. So I just thought this was so cute. So the main colors are really the colors that you find in this embellishment here. So it's like a light and dark aqua, and then also a light and dark, kind of a coral pink, I would say. The other thing that attracted me to this group of embellishments was there was a lot of vellum or transparent embellishments, and I just thought that was really fun. So that's just kind of a little sampling of all those adorable embellishments. So my goal is, because what I've been doing is starting to make my own kits based on a 6x6 scrapbook pad, but this time, instead of doing that, I'm going to make the kit based on this one embellishment pack. And so what I hope to do is use something from this pack on every single layout that I make. And what I've made two of these homemade kits so far, and challenged myself to do 9 layouts per kit. And the first kit I did do 9, and then the second kit I did 12. So I'm going to stick with my goal of 9, and I'm going to add the wrinkle to this one that in every one of those 9 layouts there will be an embellishment from this kit, from this little embellishment pack that came in like this clamshell that looked like that. So I'm going to show you the rest of the kit, and what I did was I just grabbed, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 more things in here that I bought recently, but the rest of it is just from my scrapbook stash. So I really liked the idea of bringing in some craft cardstock, and so I found these basic gray, they're like stencil letters. You can't really see them, but they look like the letters pop out. And then I found a bunch of Polaroids, which I keep meaning to use, but I think they will really go well with this particular line. Just the colors I think will work well. So a lot of different frames. So we'll just put those here. And I pulled some label stickers. These came like in a roll, like a washi roll, except they're not washi, they're like little labels, and they all have travel themes, and these were in Me Tangerine, so I thought those would work well. I have some more of the craft. I think these were Studio Calico, and they're just circles that are already stitched, so that's handy. So there we go. And oops, these more little embellishments that came with that pack. I just put that. Well, I'll just put it here so you can continue to see it. I don't know. I pulled out a lot of my gold stickers, and I have several different kinds. And yeah, on some of these the glitter is a-flying. But lots of, so we had the gold in the embellishment pack, so I'll be able to tie that in with the letter stickers. Then I pulled a bunch of different washi tapes that had the same, let's see, there's There's an arrow that's in sparkly gold. These are different washi tapes that I thought the colors really worked well. Let's see. Ta-da. So like aquas and pinks and black and white. So put those, let you see those. And some, oops, a couple more. So just, you know, just a bunch. And I found some more like roll-up ticket kind of things that, I don't remember who made these, but these are all travel themed also. So I thought those worked well. Some more stickers. These are in like a blue and they're script, whereas most of my other letter stickers are not script. Okay, and then, okay, some more gold letters and some Scrabble type letters. And mainly because I've been playing Words with Friends with my sister lately, and also the way that these are stored is kind of bugging me, and I would like to use them up, but I also think that they really do work well with the color scheme in this kit. I found an old on trend border sticker sheet, and this is also by Crate Paper. The colors aren't exactly the same, but they're pretty close. And the last set of letter stickers is this. It's like a ton, and I've used some of it, but I thought also the colors weren't exactly the same, but they worked well enough. These are Amy Tangerine, and they're also transparent, so I liked that quality. I like that. Okay, so next up, and the other thing I did with this kit is I took this pack of scraps that I had, and I used the color inspiration to grab the scraps. So yeah, let me just I'm gonna just take a quick shot of like picture of this, and then I'll be right back. Oops, I got this too. That's from the collection, so that's from the Journey collection. I don't know how to take a picture of this, but I'll show you the pattern papers in just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, with that color scheme in mind, I went through some bins that I had of scraps, and I actually, you know, matched up the colors with this line and then threw away, meaning that I donated to some young girls, some 7th grade girls that I know. So I've packed up like 3 huge bags, which must weigh like 20 pounds of pattern paper, and then 3 shoe boxes full more of scrapbooking stuff. And I even want to get rid of more. So while I'm making these kits, I'm also taking the time in between kits to organize supplies and to also get rid of things. So I know there's just a whole bunch of scraps down here. I like to have scraps available. I think it's just less intimidating than having that full sheet of pattern paper. So I've just got like a whole bunch of papers some old scrap papers that I thought worked with the colors. I may or may not use them. They may go in the trash, you know, into the donate bin at the end. It's not trash, but I mean, it means I'm getting rid of them. So those are my scraps. They're just going to sit at the bottom of the drawer, and then I'll just lay everything else on top. So the nice thing about this, using the drawer, is then I have a place where it can actually go while I'm not using the kit. So that way, if I make a kit, I can then, you know, make a couple layouts and then maybe do a different kit and then come back to this, and it won't be as big of a deal for me as if it was just out on my desk the entire time. Like, this gives me a way to put it away, which is nice. It also gives, the other thing was nice, and I think you saw it was completely full to the top, but there's a confined space. It's not like I can make something, you know, that's 3 feet tall. It can only be however many inches that is. So it's nice to have a space where you have a finite amount of space. Okay, so this is my kit. This is my pattern papers for the kit. So remember, these are the colors. So what I've tried to do is pull those colors out in the pattern papers that I'm choosing. I did take a few of these I bought recently. I think these ones right on the top, yeah. So this gold foil transparency, the Amy Tangerine cut and paste, it's called Word Up. Word Up. Everybody's, yeah, I can't sing. You remember that song though. And then this one's called My Thoughts Exactly. This one is from Webster's Pages, and I just love it. And it totally matches the, you know, the two colors of that, the aqua. So that completely works. And this is also crepe paper. This is the Open Road collection. So the red doesn't necessarily match, but I loved this cream color with the map on it and then the notes at the bottom so that I can kind of keep track of all the states we've been to. And I'm thinking for this page, it's just going to be like a little pegboard like I have on my daughter's wall. We're slowly filling it up. So those are my newer papers. And then I will show you kind of my older papers. So to bring in more of that gold, I have had this Charmed by My Mind's Eye for a while, and I haven't used it. I would like to, and I don't think that I will use it as they intended it. It's ready to frame word art, so I am intending to use it as a scrapbooking supply. Okay, and the rest of these here are going to be older crepe paper lines that I thought the colors worked well enough. So, and so they're I think they're actually all crepe paper. Oops. Some of them are still in this patterned paper pad. So some of these lines were, I think, maybe just crepe paper lines, and others were Maggie Holmes lines. And I thought the colors, what's nice about using one line is that the colors will all kind of work together. And it's got a little bit of that aged look. I think most of these are one-sided pieces of paper. I think maybe a few of them are two-sided. But I think that it'll just totally work. So I probably have, you know, a bazillion pieces of paper here. But I like that because then I don't feel limited. I feel like I have lots of choices and I don't freak out about that. But yes, see, some of these are two-sided, but not all of them. But it gives me enough to know that I can play and not worry too much about keeping the paper too precious. I think that's definitely something that I do, that I know I do, and I try not to do. What I thought was so interesting about this paper in particular was it's like a heart, but it's got the two tones of the pink, and they match like exactly. So look at this. So using the same company, but it's a different line, they're still using the same colors. So that's really an easy tip. So I don't know how many papers this is. I didn't count, but it gives me like a ton of options. Get a map here. And I also printed off some photos. So I have, so that was one of the lines I pulled from. So I have lots of photos, lots of paper, and lots of embellishments. So we're going to make 9 layouts with this pack that I'll call the Journey Kit. So it's like a DIY, it's a make-it-yourself stash. And if you want to play along and you have some of the Journey, you know, put together your own kit, or even if you don't have this particular line, you can just take any set of embellishments and then just match up the colors with the stuff you already have, because you definitely already have it. And if you can keep it in one, you know, one company's line, that's going to make it really easy for you. You don't need to, but it does make it easy. Yeah. So I am Katie Scott. My blog is called Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking. I am blogging again, so come visit me over there. And in the meantime, I thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I've been doing a lot of videos lately and having just a lot of creativity coming from this idea of making your own kit based on, you just take one thing and then you kind of fill up the whole kit using that. So thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, as I was packing this up, there was one more thing I wanted to tell you, and that is that I organized a bunch of my dimensional embellishments, and those are just going to sit right next to my desk. I have like a Raskog cart by IKEA, and so they just fit right next to me. And I started this with the last kit that I did. I'm not going to open it because the last time I did that, it exploded everywhere. But this is like buttons, flare, brads, all sorts of bling, stuff like that, wood veneers. And so I will be I will be using these while making the layouts, but I'm not going to say these are particular to this kit. They're just handy, and they're kind of like the last thing I think of when I think of making a scrapbook page. So I have 3 of those, and they're easy to handle for the most part. Just don't open them in the air. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.